Hello. Okay, this video, as you read the title, will be all about these braid lock extensions. I've dyed them, and I have switched them out many times. So I say many times. I've switched them out. I've switched them out twice. And by switched them out, I mean I redid my hair and I attached a different type of hair to the end. I don't know if you can see where my hair, like, you can kind of see that the braid is more defined, and then it gets a bit more not as defined. I really like this hair. It blended in really well. You can't really tell where mine ends and the new hair begins. But yes, I have notes. As I'm going to be mentioning in all of my videos, I have a website, a store called Innovate Joy. I'll be linking it below in the description. And it's all about inspiring self-love and confidence within our community. Because that says goal getter affirmations. I'm not sure if it's going to read backwards or forwards, but a lot of us we weren't taught how to deal with the things that happen to us, traumas, and really just learning to love ourselves and to be a confident person in this world. It's not something that's just commonly taught, which it should be taught in all schools, because loving yourself and feeling good about yourself really helps to propel you to move forward and move out of stagnation. When you don't feel good about yourself, you tend to feel depressed, you tend to feel low, and you tend to be in a stagnation type of energy where I can speak for myself, and I know other people have been affected by the same energy, but there's been times where I didn't feel good about what I was doing, where I was at, the moves I was making, not in alignment with my purpose, and I felt just a stagnation energy, where I didn't really feel like doing much, going out, making new friends. You get into, especially if you work at 9 to 5 and you're in the routine, Anywho, so I created Innovate Joy to bring joy and affirmations and images of powerful goal getter, powerful, amazing, beautiful queens, because that was my biggest thing, is I didn't see myself reflected in the things that I was watching, whether it's music videos, TV shows, commercials. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the drill. We were all programmed to, our moms were programmed to put relaxers and stuff in our hair and all kinds of things to make us not love ourselves and to make us dislike who we are, dislike all of what we have to offer and bring to the world. And I realized going through life that no one's gonna help you but you. Like if you want to feel better and you want to do better and you want to be your best version of yourself, you got to do the inner work to make it happen. Y'all, I'm going on a whole long tangent. I just really, if you feel inclined, if you could use it, maybe your friend needs some self-love, maybe they have children, because really, that's my biggest thing, is that it starts with our children, because obviously we know, like, they say you can't, they say that whole saying, like, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, whatever. I don't believe in that. I feel like people get stuck in their ways because they choose to be stuck in their ways. Anybody can change it anytime that they want to. But what I do know is that as children, there are a lot of things that happen to us that scar us, and if we know how to pull ourselves out of different mindsets, then we can just do a lot better in life. And there's a lot of brown people, they need empowerment. They need to feel special. They need to feel empowered. And affirmations is a great way to do it. If you're teaching your kids affirmations from the time teach them affirmations to help them learn how to read. That's what I'm going to do with my kids. I actually heard another woman speaking about how that's how she taught her son how to read, was through affirmations. And I'm like, that is beautiful. That makes a lot of sense. Like, the first words that they're going to be speaking is affirming that they're like, okay. So anyway, please check out the website. I'm going to get into the video, which is just really everything about how I did these braid locks. So I brought a bunch of notes because I don't want to forget anything. All right, so let's see here. Let's get into it. I'm going to count exactly how many I have, but when I started, I had like 270. When I started, I've redone them twice, as I mentioned. The first time I did them, I ordered both packs of hair off of Amazon. They come in these little, tiny little packs. On my next video, I'll show you guys the brand and, yeah, what the hair looks like. But it's like really coily, kinky hair, and it comes in like a little block. And then like you peel it apart, and it's really weird. And it's really weird to work with because you have to like pull the piece, like you gotta get it just right. So in the next video, I will break that down exactly. I will show you exactly how I install it. And this one, I'm just gonna give you all the deets. So yeah, let's see. I had a couple tips that I wanted to tell you. If you have someone that can part your hair for you, I would say go ahead and let them do it, unless you're really good at it, or you just want to do it yourself. Like for me, I didn't have anyone else that could do it, but I also wanted to do it myself because it just feels good knowing that, okay, I'm the one that created this lock. It's like a different feeling, but I do art, so I've always had this thing where it's like when I'm making a piece of artwork, it's like if you're the one putting your energy into it, you can't get mad, you know, if it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to turn out, basically. So yeah, that's I started doing my own hair when I was, let's say, like 10, because my mom, she would perm it, relax it, cut all my hair off. Y'all, I'm gonna have to do a whole story time about how my mom chopped all my hair off, going to an all-white school, and I wanted my hair to be like Becky and Suzanne's, and I told her, because I just watched The Cheetah Girls, and I want to rewatch that movie as an adult, because whenever I watched that movie, made me go to my mother and say, Mom, I want my hair to be, I don't know if y'all remember Cheetah Girls, remember the girl with the curly hair, the Spanish girl, I want my hair to be like her hair, Mom. My mom said, oh, we can do that. We're going to have to chop it all off, start fresh, and I'm going to give you a perm, and then your hair will be like hers. And for those of you who don't know, a perm makes your hair, you know, if you girls heard of us curl, jerry curls, all that stuff, all the chemical stuff that people use to make their hair do different things. Anyway, I let her cut it, and I was extremely traumatized from that experience. And after that, I started doing my own hair. I didn't let her touch my hair after that. I've only gone to a few hairstylists when I was, you know, when my mom paid for. None as an adult, because I just don't trust people with my hair, you know? Like, I feel like it's definitely a trust thing. I know there's a lot of people that have had bad experiences when they go in and like, I just wanted a little trim, and then they come out and they have this whole bob cut. Anyway, so yeah, boom, sectioning. I sectioned mine off. I sectioned mine off in a bunch of sections. Just so that as I was working with it, I could work with it section at a time. Now, I recommend doing your perimeter first, so that, because you're not going to be able to do all this in a day. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but if you have a 9-to-5 job, it's going to take some time. So, I say that to say, do your perimeter first, and that way you can pull your hair up in a ponytail, and you can do whatever you have to do, or whatever. Yes, and I'm going to do a video that shows how I section my hair, and all that good stuff, and the type of hair that I use, so stay tuned for that. When you are sectioning, I'm going to put this in the next video as well, but when you're sectioning, you're going to need 2 mirrors, because you're going to need, if you're doing it yourself, you're going to need to be able to see the back of your head. It's important, very important, when you are installing the hair, to do layers, okay? You can do it after you're done installing, but me personally, I like the way it looks when you braid it down to the end, and then it's not cut. So it kind of, I actually think this one was cut, but I feel like it looks more natural when you don't like blunt cut the ends. And they can kind of form a little lock at the end of it itself. Yes. So layers. The way I do my layers is shorter in the front, a little, you know, like I have a couple pieces here. These two come to right about here, and then just as I go down, it just gets longer. So let me see. You can see the layers. I'm not saying I'm the best, and I just took these out of a roller set. I'm not saying I'm the best, but it definitely looks way better. Way, 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 way better when you have it layered. Trust me on this. Trust me. Actually, the first time I installed these, I didn't layer it, and I was not feeling the vibe at all. And also, the first time I installed this, like I said in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly which hair I used. But the first hair that I used was very soft, and I actually loved the way it felt. But it was the wrong color. It was the only color that Amazon had for that hair. And so I did my whole head because I was super excited and I didn't want to wait. So yeah, I did my whole head, and then I went outside, and I'm like, this is not, like, my hair is a lighter brown, and the color of the hair was darker brown, and it just did not look good. And I'm a perfectionist, so I had to redo that. So I ordered more hair. I got a pack. I believe that was like a number 1. It said natural hair, natural color, whatever, but it was the only color. So yeah. Then I went to another company. That's the hair that I have now, and I got number 2 and a number 4, just in case, so I know, okay, I'll be able to do my hair regardless, because I know my hair is either going to be a number 2 or number 4. Turns out it was a number 2. Number 2 is what I use for my whole head. Then I ended up dyeing my hair. That's going to be another video, show you all the whole process of that. I don't even really think you can tell the difference in the color. It's kind of hard to. But, you know, my hair is darker, and then it's a lighter. You can kind of see. Kind of. But yeah, you can see it better in the video that I'm going to post that shows the whole process of me dyeing it. But I didn't want it to be too drastic. And also, when you have dark brown hair and you're trying to go light, you have to do it in like sections basically, because unless you like bleach it. I don't know much about any of it, so do not quote me on this. I just know from watching a bunch of videos that it's a process if you want your hair to be like extra light. But I'm not mad at the color of it, but I definitely do want to dye it again. Though, because I like the first hair so much, I may, instead of dyeing it again, I may just take these out and install if they come out. I don't know if they have another version of the hair that is my color, but if they do, I would prefer that better. Why? The first hair didn't. It was very soft, did not itch. This hair itches. Not to the point to where where it's uncomfortable wearing it. It's like it doesn't feel, it's not itching my shoulders or anything like that. But it's just times where it can be a little itchy, little scratchy. Now, y'all know if y'all worn, you know, fake hair, whatever, full of all that stuff, some of the hair has that bit of itch to it. And I've washed this so many times. So many times. So it's not chemicals in the hair. It's the actual hair itself that has this, you know, basically like, you know, when you like shave your legs and then you have, it's like prickly hairs that you can feel or whatever. It's kind of like that. It's like little prickly. Anyway, so I say that to say that I would prefer to have the other texture hair. And I say a lot. I talk a lot, y'all. To say y'all. I already said that. Okay, moving on. This is already a 14-minute video. So, yes. Do your perimeter first. I was gonna say the thing about Amazon is not like I love me some Amazon. I know people have shade about it because they're like, oh, big corporation, but a lot of people don't understand that there are people like me. Like, I have an Amazon account and I sell things on Amazon, you know, which I should sell some hair on there. Figuring it out. But there's just people like me trying to make money. So it's like, you know, denouncing the whole corporation when it's just regular, but that's what people don't understand. It's just regular, everyday people that are the ones that are selling things up there. Amazon has their listings on there as well, but it's people like me and you that's up there selling you stuff or whatever. It would be nice if you knew that you were buying from a Black-owned business, but I don't know if you can put that inside. Like, I'm pretty sure you're not able to put that in your like title or description. I don't know. I'll have to check on that. But anyway, let's see. Yes, your hair, when it grows out, when your hair grows out, it's gonna fluff. It's not, they generally, like, I don't know if you've seen people's like hair. If you're starting this lock journey, hopefully you've been doing your research and you peep out like people have starter locks, how they look in comparison to what they look a year down the road, 2 years down the road. Generally, they look thicker, fuller, like they fluff out a bit. So when you do these, I would recommend that you make it, braid the hair that you braid on, don't make it too small, don't make it too big, because you know your hair is going to grow, you're just going to grow out, so you want it to look uniform when it grows out. Yeah. What else? Boom. Make sure, it's kind of hard to do it, right? But yeah, make sure that they're the right size. Because I know that the first time I did these, I had like 270. Now I'm gonna imagine it's like 100 and something, because when they grew out, I realized when I went to retie it, to retighten it, it's my new growth. It felt too small. It felt like me taking that needle and going through it was gonna rip out hair. Like the needle it just seemed like it was doing too much. And I'm trying to grow my hair, not break it off. Like what I realized I was doing for so long, if you go check my Instagram, I've just been wearing protective style after protective style after protective style. But what was I protecting? Because I was really just putting my hair in a style. I wasn't protecting it because my hair wasn't growing past my shoulders. So if your hair's not growing, our hair can grow long as okay, but if you're not taking care of it properly, it will not. So if you think you're protective styling it, but you're really just putting it away and you're not moisturizing, conditioning, or washing it, deep conditioning it, if you're not doing all those things, then you're not really protecting your hair. So, what else do we have here? When you braid this hair on, first of all, you don't want to have nail. I can't speak for anyone else because I've seen some braiders out there that braid the crap out of some hair with their nails on. Me specifically, I just put these on. That's right, I did them. I did them myself. But yeah, I like to do mine without nails on. It's way easier to grip it. But you want to grip. You want to really grip your hair. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys when I actually do it, but I'm just giving you tips. You want to take that hair that you're adding on and braid it on as tight as you can when you braid it on, because the first set that I did on my hair, when I didn't like the color, I washed it, conditioned it, and then when I went to, I washed and conditioned it the first day that I did them. Then when I went to start taking them out to put these new ones in, I realized that I could just slip them right off of my hair. I was just slipping them off, slip, and I'm like, hold up. If I went to a pool, beach of some sorts, I don't have to worry about my hair slipping out and random pieces floating in the water. Like, I don't know about y'all, but that's kind of one of my biggest fears right there. Not my biggest fears. I'm dramatic. But it's definitely something that I have thought about. Like, oh man, that would really, really suck and be very embarrassing if it happened around people that are not my people. Because, you know, if it's your people, they don't give a crap. Oh, girl, one of your braids is in the pool. Ha, 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 ha. But, yeah. Anyway, so, braid your hair on extra tight. If you're starting to get sleepy, I would recommend just going to sleep, because there's been a couple of these where I started to get sleepy, but I kept going, and I forgot that I needed to braid them on extra tight, and it still slipped off. But I braided all of these on really, 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 really tight. and I've had none of them slip off. And I've had this in for, what are we in, May? We're about to be, so like about 2 months I've had these in, about a month and a half. So, and I've had not a one slip out. So braid them extra tight, extra tight. Now, let me see what else we got here. That part, even after I did these, I washed and conditioned and deep conditioned them as soon as I installed them. Especially with these, because I wanted the hair to feel softer, because it kind of feels like fake hair or whatever. That's another thing. It's both things, because it's like, okay, human hair, like, you know, make sure you sage and Palo Santo sat hair, because you don't know where it came from. You don't know whose hair, what kind of tribulations, what kind of lifestyle they live. You know nothing about it. You just give them some random human hair, you know? So yeah, the first one I got, I thought it was, yes. It felt way softer than this hair. Didn't know if it was human, but it felt way softer than this. But this, I'm really thinking that it's not human. I'm thinking that it's synthetic because of the itch. Because I don't know what human hair be itching like this. So, 21 minutes? My God, I'm going to have to cut some stuff out of here. All right, y'all. Let me see if there's any other points that I wanted to make for you. Layering it. Do the perimeter first. Make sure they're the right size. Your hair is going to fluff out. Doing the right size. Braid on the hair extra tight. Yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me see. Wash my hair. Yeah, literally. That's it. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Please check out Innovate Joy. If you could use some more self-love and some self-confidence to boost up your self-esteem, or your children's or kids that you have in your life. Excuse my, it was a bracelet and I tied it onto my choker. But anyway, until next time.